If I have to see fucking Lisa Rinna getting a spinoff with her kids, I'm like, no, she's
Girl.
not. I'm like, here's my prediction that was planted.
Oh,
She
absolutely.
planted that because in talks with Bravo, prove it.
Girl, okay.
Prove
you know what?
it. No,
I said I'm never giving her that energy again. I said it. No.
Okay, so I saw, and everyone's posted that. I'm like, please
Stop it.
Anyway, well, we're here to talk about family karma, and I have to say, Brian stays cracking me up.
Oh my God, and he's consistent because he starts mess every episode, and I love it.
And I'm coming to think he doesn't think he's being messy.
Oh no. Absolutely not. He literally thinks he's being a great friend to whoever that person is. But he kind of knows, though, because he's always like, now don't tell him I told you, because I'm not supposed to tell you anything.
You're right.
And
he does. He's like, I don't want to be in trouble. It's like, so you do know you are doing something.
You're right.
You're right.
And they always immediately go and tell. And he's like, God damn it.
Yeah, you're right.
God damn it.
The episode's called Holy Moly. Let's get into it. Wait, hold on. Before we get into it, what am I saying? Kendrick, I finally watched The Last of Us.
I was shocked you didn't say anything.
You know this. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I couldn't believe I forgot. Kendrick has been on me about not watching The Last of Us. And I did not follow your instructions because I was like, I'm never going to not have distractions. So I'm just going to watch this shit and I'm going to do my best to pay attention. And yeah, it's outstanding.
Amazing.
It's scary. It's edge of my seat. I wasn't breathing. I was like, I hate it. I'm not gonna breathe. I can't handle it. It's perfectly done with the scary, zombie moving around of the people and all, really well done. I'm not gonna do any spoilers because it's too soon. I know people still need to catch up and watch it, but that third episode, the most recent episode, was gorgeous.
So good.
Gorgeous. And Nick Offerman, I'm so happy for him that he got an opportunity to play such a character after being known for such a comedic character for so long, being defined as Ron from Parks and Rec, and getting to play such a completely different person. And in one episode, those actors took us on such a journey.
Wow.
Wow.
It's something that HBO nails all the time, too. And even if it's not a full episode, I think Euphoria has perfected the way that, you tell a story and then go into an episode. Because, when they, their intros are so fantastic. I think about, when they told Cal's story, when him and his high school best friend, Derek, were so great of an opening. When they told how Kat had got her boyfriend when she was little, and that's what caused her to start eating more and all this. It was they set up the episode so.
Kat's story.
Yes, they set it up so good. Rue's story with her dad, and it's just HBO. We talked about this on my podcast this week. I'm a HBO, so anything HBO, I'm there for, and they nail it. They knocked it out of the park. If you haven't been watching The Last of Us, just check out the first episode. Put your phone across the room. Just watch it. The first 20 minutes is completely different than the rest of the show, but you need it because it knocks your ass right in the chest, and you're like, oh, I didn't need this to happen, but now I never want this to stop.
Yeah. And episodes 1 and 2 together are, I gave them a 9 out of 10. And if you guys have been listening and following for a while, you know that I'm a harsh critic.
Yes.
So they were, I almost gave it a 10 out of 10. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give them 10. I'll give it 10 out of 10.
There you go.
I don't know what I'm withholding the 1 point for.
Let me ask you then, who's your favorite character on the show so far? Is there someone that you just attached to, or?
I love the girl,
Ellie.
I love Ellie.
Okay.
I love her. I think she's a great actress. I like that she's our comedic relief.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that. He's great though too. He's sexy. He's like, yes.
You know, I literally
Yeah,
will
I
follow him
get
to
it
hell.
now.
You know, yes.
And it's funny because if you don't see, if I don't, I didn't, I was like, really, this guy? Like, because you and I are usually on the same page when it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick and I are basically looking for the exact same thing from
Yes.
men, and usually we're on the exact same page when it comes to all guys. So I was kind of like, I don't. But as soon as he started saving people, I'm like, oh, never mind, I get it.
And he's always in that kind of role. That The Mandalorian, which is like a Star Wars thing, Extraction on Netflix, like it's all good.
Yeah, it's
all
like
good.
there's something in his voice that changes when he's he's hexy. Yeah, no, I got it. Like
Yes.
as soon as he had to switch into the mode of I'm the guy you're gonna look to like there as soon as it starts to go south and like, oh, everything needs to change and everyone needs to shift gears, and his brother or his cousin or whoever they're whatever, I think it's brother, is like, what are we doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, because he's the man that you got to listen to because he's the guy. Yeah, I got it. I understood.
Yes.
I get it now. So yeah, at first I was like, because his face doesn't do it for me, but it's different. And here's what's so funny: when you see these people in person, it's so different. We just get so desensitized. We get so desensitized when they're on the screen,
right?
Because it's true though. Like screens do strip people of beauty. So if people are beautiful through screens, can you imagine how gorgeous they are in person? So if I saw this man in real life, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, he's stunning. But you get so picky when you're watching it on television. You're like,
it's true. Okay. Right. Y'all just have to watch. It's so good. Just check it out. It's
scary though. Be prepared. It is scary. Yes. Like it's fucking scary. It's intense. It's not like light viewing before you go to bed.
Right. Which is right when I view it every time too and have nightmares. So yes.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
So good.
Now let's go into Family Karma.
Here at She Speaks Bravo, we believe that Bravo TV is a great form of self-care and therapy. Look at me. I've been using it for over a decade, and I am a complete mess. That's me, by the way. I'm Emily, and I'm your host on this journey.
What is this, honey?
I love that. If you're not already subscribed, get subscribed and hit that notification bell because I'm releasing new episodes at least 3 times a week.
You fool.
That's my opinion! I talk Bravo, I talk true crime, and sometimes I talk a little scripted. So whatever you're here for, I hope you enjoy the show.
Honestly, I don't care at all about Vish and Richa and the courthouse.
Good little comic relief, but yeah.
I was at this point, cool, thank you. We still don't have it right. Okay. I'm like, my notes are very sparse. And then later, when they do the actual ceremony with Amrit, because I watched it once without taking notes, I'm like, okay, cool. I just fast forwarded. I literally was like fast forward.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to take any notes on this because we already watched your wedding. You don't get another one.
Right. Y'all have like crammed 3 entire weddings into this season now because you have your official wedding. Now we've had this makeshift wedding, and then we do Amrit and Nicholas at some point soon. What episode is this? Like episode 11, maybe?
11. This is 12.
12, okay. Look at them getting all these episodes. Okay.
Look at them getting all... Exactly.
They did them... I'm ranting now, but they did them greasy this past week, though, by slipping in that Watch What Happens Live episode and tanking their viewership. I think Andy Cohen hates this show.
What did they slip in? I missed it.
Literally Potomac. So I rarely ever watch reality TV live anymore, but I was watching Potomac, and then right after, because it said it was an hour and a half long, I was like, oh, supersized episode. They're really going to be going in on Karen's ass this episode. But it was an hour of Potomac and then at 30 minutes of Watch What Happens Live. And then they had just announced it like, yeah, Family Karma comes on at 9:30 now. And it's like, what what? What are you doing? So they basically tanked their ratings for the rest of the season. So it's like, wow, okay.
Why?
Meanwhile, Watch What Happens Live had like close to 600,000 viewers.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks because what happens is whoever's like done watching Potomac kind of just like lets it play.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps the TV on, you know?
Right. Ugh.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. They respect them so little, and I really hate that.
Ew.
Ugh.
I'm not surprised though,
bastards.
because it's like Andy's like, it's not my show.
Right.
He's like,
exactly.
I'm not an executive producer on that show, so I don't fucking care.
Exactly.
I don't benefit from that show. He's such a shitty person.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. I want to be on Watch What Happens Live one day as a bartender, so never mind.
That would be fun.
I think I'd be a great bartender. I want like a really hot guy on too, and I want them to ask them really inappropriate sex questions like they do.
Because he like, absolutely does.
He always does that. It's like it's like just like Luke. It's like, okay, Luke, time for your round of inappropriate questions. How big is your dick?
Exactly. Did you see when Theo James was on the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cringe." So
he was
cringe.
such a good sport, though.
Yeah,
Theo James handled it like a pro. But I've even said multiple times when Theo James was doing press for White Lotus, that I'm like, can they stop asking about the nude scenes and the prosthetics and all that? It's like, these are actors that this is part of their job. It's part of their craft. That's why they have intimacy coordinators. They have people there because it's delicate subject matter. Let's not have every asshole talk show host be like, so what's it like to do butt shots?
Exactly. Which it always is.
It's like, it's awkward. So thanks.
God.
Amrit and Nicholas, they go and they meet the priestess, who I am obsessed with. She's everything.
Yes.
Amrit's parents are used to a man, obviously, so this is a big adjustment. And Amrit gives Nicholas the speech, like, please just be patient with my parents. And reminds Nicholas, like, remember, you were cool with this, like, Hindu ceremony. Like, you were cool with that. And Nicholas is Nicholas is doing great with setting his boundaries. He's like, okay, I get that I did that, but I don't want this to turn into like, oh, like, how about we do this? Or how about we do that? Like, what is on the docket is what we're doing. We're not adding things. And the way Amrit looks at him, his eyes were like, if looks could kill.
If he could have had like a seizure right there from rolling his eyes, he would have.
He's
absolutely.
Like, you will not talk to my mother that way. I think it's got to do partly because his dad's paying for a lot of it. Like, his dad's funding the wedding. So I'm sure there's a bit of guilt there for Amrit. But Sushma arrives. She's awesome. Love her so much. She comes, she's like, thank you for including me in your love story. Say no more, priestess. Obsessed with you.
You've got the job. It's yours.
You're hired. You're everything. But I love Amrit warns, because they order cocktails, and Amrit's like, just to warn you, my mom can be a little passive aggressive, like, oh, you're having a cocktail.
As all mothers are, yes.
It's such a like funny thing. I feel like she's done that once before too.
Yes.
But actually, wait, I take that back. I feel like Amrit always warns Nicholas that she's going to do that, but then she never does.
Then she's a delight. Like, yeah, and we've seen like them in a scene, just them together.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely pleasant. So it's like, I don't know.
I feel like the other time was when they had first moved in, and he's like, okay, they're on their way over. He's like, just, if my mom might make a comment, and then she never did, unless they edited it out, but like she didn't. So.
Right. She's a delight, okay?
She's lovely. How dare you?
Yes.
You guys, I've been taking the Just Thrive probiotic and the Just Calm together for the last 2.5, 3 weeks, and my stomach has not been hurting. It's probably like 70% less uncomfortable than it's been in my entire life, which then is giving me less anxiety. And it's not like anything else has changed in my life. My life is still just as typical and anxiety ridden as it normally is. But because my stomach and my gut health is better, I have less anxiety. I've been doing it backwards this whole time. I've always had stomach issues and I've always had anxiety. And so I thought I had to figure out how to stop having anxiety for me to stop having stomach issues. But what I've learned is if I take care of my gut health, that will help lessen the anxiety. Because what I've learned is your gut actually has more serotonin than your brain. And when your gut health is better, it communicates something to the brain or something, and it lessens anxiety. I know I learned all this from Tina Anderson. She's the founder of Just Thrive. I did a whole interview with her. Check that out for sure. And I've taken probiotics for a decade at least. Just Thrive specifically has this strain that once it arrives in the gut alive, that's apparently a thing. It needs to arrive alive in the gut. It acts like a gardener. So it safely eliminates bad bacteria and replenishes the good. And the best part is if you have kids, you can open the capsules and sprinkle it into food or drinks so that you can sneak it in there for them. Here's the other fun part, the Just Calm. Just say Just Calm and we're all in, right? We're all in for this. Just Calm is formulated with 3 targeted B vitamins, and they're proven to drive neural processes in the brain. It quickly promotes a healthy response to everyday stress. When I am working during the day, I am more focused. I usually have a bad habit of starting 5 projects at once and then not actually getting anything done, but I'm much more alert, clear, I have better energy, I'm sleeping better. This is true stress management built for our modern day stress-filled world. And for the technical stuff, Just Thrive products have more clinical research than just about anyone else in the industry. They're all natural and they have a money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. If you are ready to up your wellness game and beat bloat, digestive issues, stress, and more, you can get 15% off a bottle of Just Thrive Probiotic and a bottle of Just Calm with promo code SheSpeaks at justthrivehealth.com. While you're there, check out all the other research-based products they have for optimal gut and immune health. There's something for everyone, even a probiotic for your fur baby, all with a bottom of the bottle guarantee. Take control of your health this year with Just Thrive.
Lavina wants to bow down and touch Sushma's feet, but she's like, we don't do that, okay? New age, new era. We're not deifying everybody, okay? Just because I went online and got ordained.
Right.
I don't know how I shouldn't. I don't know what her process was, but basically that's what she's saying. She's like, no.
Right. I feel bad about that because obviously I don't know if I call myself traditional at all. I'm such a progressive, forward thinking person but I'm kind of apprehensive about just throwing stuff out the window if I know that I don't have an issue with it. So something like that, I wonder I don't know. I wonder how that makes them feel because it's that doesn't harm anything. Just adhering to that custom or, kind of bending to that thing. So I'm always that person. I'm I don't mind. I'll do that. That's okay. Whatever. But then I know some people are no, this way now. We're not doing that. This is how it is. So just stuff like that I always kind of pick up on. I'm oh, they didn't, no harm, no foul. But also
oh, you mean she should have let them do the bowing and the foot thing?
I'm always just conscious about it because I'm I wonder, I'm always thinking if that was me, it wouldn't hurt me at all. My parents, because I'm thinking I wonder what her parents are and if they're the same way. And so I'm wondering if she's no, she draws that boundary with them. So now she draws it with everyone or maybe her parents are progressive too. I don't know. Because she brought up a sibling. I think that her sister, the reason she does is because something with her sister.
Her husband's sibling is transgender.
Yes.
And that's how she became a priestess because as they were going through their wedding ceremony with the pundit and all the rituals, it became clear that they would never be able to find one. So that's why she got ordained. Mm-hmm. So you're saying she kind of is she's being insensitive, basically.
See, and I don't even know if I would say that because it's I'm always conscious about that. I wonder if she, I wonder why she does that. Because I'm like, if it was me, I'm like, I wouldn't care. Like, as progressive and for like, as I am, I wouldn't care. Like, I
like,
never.
if that's what they want to do, allow them to do it.
Right. Yeah. But then also, I wonder too, because I'm messy as hell. I wonder how much like Nicholas plays into that. Maybe he had a conversation with her beforehand. Like, okay, look, you got to help me like win some battles because I have been walked over.
You think he did?
I'm so messy. I don't know, but I'm just thinking like maybe he's he needs someone to help him win a battle because he hasn't gotten any wins so far.
I'm obsessed with that theory.
Let's go with it.
Because Nicholas is in his power. He is not taking it back. So I would love it if he was like, listen, bitch, you and me. Because she does. Okay, so like she goes. Oh, by the way, though, real quick, Lavina says she throws in there that she happened to ask a traditional pundit to do the ceremony, and he said no. Nicholas loses his mind about this. He's like, I'm sorry, what? He gets pissed. But anyway, when Sush was going over like the ceremony, she does say that she's like, now I would like to offer you guys the option of reciting your vows. And that was something Nicholas wanted. So your theory could track that she was told to say that.
I'm here. Listen. Maybe I'm messy, but I'm here for it. And he's like,
yes, I did want that. How interesting that you threw that in there. That's funny.
A little undercover work, which I'm here for.
He slips her the rest of her money. He's like,
exactly.
Your other 20.
Exactly.
That's very funny. That's actually very, very funny.
Yes.
All right, we'll leave that. Bali is at home with her mom. Her mom, who is like, "Can you leave?"
Yes. Right now, please. Yeah.
Yikes. It's cute though because her mom and dad are like, "We want our little spots on the couch back," and I felt that deeply.
Oh, same. Absolute same.
Like when you have company and like you have to make space for people and you're like, okay, but that is my spot. Like,
yeah. I'm very Sheldon Cooper about like where I sit on the couch. Like, no, I sit there. That's like I have a sectional. That's the long piece. Everyone knows I sit there to stretch out, watch my TV. Like, don't sit there. What are you doing? It's rude. Disrespectful. Absolutely.
That's not cool.
No.
Bali really does not want to move to Louisville, though. Damn.
I mean,
she did not. She's like, no, thank you. It's like,
yeah.
And he really can't move. Like, he really can't relocate. Like, damn.
Right.
This is like
it seems like
deal breaker.
It seems like you would try to make Miami work instead. I mean, no shade to our Louisville listeners, but
yeah, exactly. It's just like if it's that big of a deal breaker,
right?
Like, are we missing something else? But I mean, maybe if you have a whole community in Florida and like that is your whole world, and then you're like, yeah, let me go move to Louisville where there's nobody.
Right.
Now we get to Holy. They keep putting up that stupid not legally thing on what's her face.
Richa, is it?
Richa. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
We fucking get it. I'm obsessed with Anisha wearing a whole hat, long sleeve, turtleneck. Like she's so armed up for this whole thing.
She knows.
I think she also didn't want to get sunburned because Lopa was like struggling with the sun, and she's like, "This is why I look like a beekeeper."
Right. I wonder. I've never known, but we do. They do like the color run here, which is like a really big event here every year, and that's what this reminded me of, like just like viewing wise, because it's the colors and like you have to wear white and all like that. And I'm wondering if. I've never known, but I wonder if the color run is like connected to anything religious. Or
do you know what time of year?
Oh, I don't. I feel like it's in the spring every year.
That's it.
Maybe.
Because Holy's for the spring.
There we go.
Anisha asking Lopa about the prenup.
Yes.
What's the context on that? I didn't know Lopa. I'm like, what?
I feel like that's kind of like we knew that would happen though, because I feel like we knew early on that Lopa has like cha-ching ching, right? Like
Oh,
house
she
here.
does?
I think so. Like house here, house there, and you know.
I guess, yeah, I did. But I was like, where did this come from?
Mm-hmm.
But then Vish was like talking about his prenup that he didn't even read. He's like, yeah, I signed it. His mom, Brush, was like, and you read it. What was in it? He's like, what?
Oh,
so
boy.
clearly, you're right, actually. Okay. Oh my God, is that why?
Probably.
My God, no wonder Lopa hates him.
Right? I bet there's so much more. She probably wanted her to marry just like a super rich attorney or like something like,
Oh my God. Now you got a guy who sells real estate and doesn't even know what a half bath is.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Ugh.
It is official. My bestie is trying for a kid this year. So I told her about modern fertility. And by the way, I know that we go to the OBGYN once a year, but if you ever plan on having a kid, it is important to know what's going on with your fertility and your reproductive health. This is why modern fertility was created. Modern fertility gives you insight into your hormone levels, like your ovarian reserve, which is like, do you have more eggs or fewer eggs than average for your age? Vital. Other important factors can also impact your fertility. Modern fertility tests all of these things in an easy and affordable at-home test. You just prick your finger, mail it in with a prepaid label, and you get your results in 6 business days. And these results go deep into what every hormone means, and you can also download the results to review with your doctor for next steps. I love that part. Right now, Modern Fertility is offering our listeners $20 off the test when you go to modernfertility.com/she-speaks. That means your test will cost $159, which is a fraction of what it would cost at a fertility clinic. Get $20 off your fertility test when you go to modernfertility.com/she-speaks. modernfertility.com/she-speaks. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. I did study Spanish in high school, right? Yes. Right? Now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language learning lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. I have been using Babbel daily to learn Spanish for my sexy solo Tulum trip that I'm determined to take this year. I want to land a hot, sexy vacation lover who only speaks Spanish. And I will. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it a very easy way to learn a new language on the go for a busy gal like me. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent, which is totally true because it's corrected me 3 different times. And I was a little offended on one of them, but it was true. It was accurate. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. So, hello. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/she-speaks. That's babbel.com/she-speaks for up to 55% off your subscription.
I love Brian walks up and he goes, "Oh, the vibes are great."
I love him.
I love him so much.
I love him.
He's so cute. He's like teaching Lopa to do this like shoulder dance.
Yes.
Lopa's doing it too. I'm like, yes.
Everybody wants some of the Auntie Benny. Everybody.
Right? The amount of them trying to avoid getting paint on them, like, this does look like a nightmare to me. Like, I agree. Like, everyone is just like smacking you in the face with paint. Like, I'm glad that they addressed it, because I feel like every other Holy we've seen on this show seems like just joyous and everyone likes it. I'm glad that this time it's more accurate to what I feel.
Yeah.
Because, like, when Amrit arrives, Vish is like, I'm just giving you one warning. And everyone's like bracing. Like, that would be me. Like, Nicholas and Amrit are like, I like personal space, and there is no personal space at Holy.
At all. Oh,
everyone is like all on top of you, like smearing it on you. It's a lot.
And it seems like a ton of people there too. Like, I feel like it's in a big area, but no matter like how big it is, it always feels like there's a ton of people there too. It's like shit.
It's crowded.
Yeah.
I like Monica putting the paint on the camera guy. It was so cute.
Yeah. I love they're so like the other cast member of this show. Like, I love it.
So sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Amrit, I can't wait. He's like, am I the only one who thinks it's weird with this whole Anisha deadline? I just think she's setting herself up for disappointment. Listen, we're, as Housewives watchers, we know I'm concerned bullshit. Just like, no, all you're doing is just talking shit.
Yep.
You're not concerned she's getting set up for disappointment, okay?
Nope.
There is a quick clip of Vish and Amrit in their confessional talking shit about Brian and Anisha's friendship. They hate Anisha being happy.
Okay, I'm glad you said it, because they definitely seem very catty towards her relationship. And I don't know if, some people have a very hard time letting go when someone finds happiness, because they're so used to that person, like, not being miserable, but being like, being happier than them is what I'll say. Exactly. They're so used to being happier than them that now that they've gotten to happiness, it's like, oh no, I'm wishing everything I can and that shit. Nope, get the fuck out of here with that. And that's exactly what they seem like. They are hating, and Brian picks up on it immediately. He might have been a little messy, but that's okay. But he saw it. Okay,
he saw that right away,
and he warned his friend. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was so awkward when Monica's like, this is my gynecologist. And then she goes to Rishi. She goes, oh, is this your fiance? And she's like, no, boyfriend.
Whoops.
Don't worry about that. It's fine. But then Vish is like, actually, Rishi approached me about planning a special date. So I'm assuming it's about a proposal, because if anyone knows proposals, it's me. And we'll get to that later.
Boy.
But okay, this is how fucking messy Amrit was when he's talking to Brian and Vish about the thing. He goes, ultimatums with guys, it stresses them out. Okay, thanks a lot. And then, but Brian is such an obvious friend here. He's like, I did ask her about that, and he's okay with the timeline. And because Amrit's like, wait, you're not supposed to like have something positive to say. This is supposed to be a moment where we're talking shit about Anisha. He's like, does he know the timeline? And Brian says yes. And so Amrit's like, okay, wait, this isn't enough of a scandal, so I'm going to switch gears again. He goes, so why is it happening now? Why is it not happening in May? What?
Hater.
What? And then Vish says, why not come down here and meet the friends? So like Brian's like, oh, she's trying to keep him a bit private. I read between the lines here when Vish had his confessional. Vish is super resentful that Anisha doesn't show relationships on the show.
Yes.
Because he gets raked over the coals for the way he is in relationships. And this happens on every reality show where there's that one cast member who shields her or their relationship.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then it's fair. It is fair. Rules of reality TV, just being fair. It's true.
It's true.
Unfortunately, Vish, you are, there's just no way around it, Vish. You suck. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Amrit goes, he goes, Anisha and I are in a good place. We're in a good place, so I don't want to ruin that. I just don't want it to not happen the way she wants it to happen. She's setting herself up for disappointment.
BS. BS. Get out of here.
He's such a fucker.
Yeah.
He's
No
such
one
a little
believes that.
fucker.
No one believes that shit. Get out of here.
But then Brian, as soon as he can, he's like, so Anisha, I just wanted to let you know. I was just talking to the guys over
He
there.
literally leaves that group and walks directly over to her.
He doesn't waste any time.
Nope. That's why we love him.
At all. But he's like, I don't know though, but maybe it was concern. Like, he actually does seem genuine when he says that. He's like, I don't know, maybe it might have been more concern. But then Anisha's like, where are they? And he goes, hold on, wait, I don't want to be a snitch. So you're right. He does know. He does know. You're right.
Yep.
He does know. He does totally know.
I love
and
it.
then so she walks up and she goes, why are you guys talking shit? Brian just said he felt like you guys were trash talking. And Amrit's like, you little fucker. I swear to God.
He's like, he was just here, literally.
Yeah, he's like, I thought he was. I thought he was still here. Actually, like I thought he was still right next to me. When did he leave?
Jeez,
that's how recently we were just talking to him.
I love that.
Oh my God,
I love that.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want you to be disappointed if it doesn't happen. Shut up.
God.
That is so rude.
Not
That's
only, it's
so
just like, it's such
rude.
bullshit too. Like, that is not why you're concerned. You want to be catty and you want to gossip about the shit and you want her to like stay miserable and you don't want her to be happy. Like, none of this is concern for her. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Just own it.
Exactly.
Just be like, because he doesn't, like, I wish he would admit, like, I'm just being messy. I wish, because he's that messy.
Yep.
But Anisha points out perfectly. She's like, here's the thing. You guys don't even ask me how I'm doing. It's not like you guys are coming to me and saying this. I don't even know you have an opinion on it, which is true. And then when Vish and fucking Amrit have their confessional, they're like, I'm not even surprised. And Vish is like, he's Auntie Brian. As funny as that is, Vish, you're one to talk.
Right.
Okay. You're both so guilty of the exact same thing.
Absolutely. Because it wasn't he the one that ran back and told Amrit that Brian told him that, See? Same coin. Same
Vish
coin.
even said to Brian, why did you tell me?
Yes.
Why did you tell me? He said. So, come on now.
Same coin.
Anisha was like trying to get mad and she was like, just stop talking shit. And then Vish actually does get her here. He goes, well, Brian was just talking shit about us with you. So, and then she like pauses. She's like, fair point.
Right.
So they let it go.
We all do it. It's okay.
Yeah, that's just what this group of friends is. But it's cute because this is proof that Anisha and Monica are cool. Anisha's like, I need a drink. And then she goes to Monica and gets a drink. And they have a little moment.
Look at them.
Look at them.
Love that. Love that for them.
Love that for them.
Yes.
But then here's my favorite part of the episode. Nicholas pulls Brian aside. Right? This is not so good. So good. And he goes, here's the thing. This is Nicholas. He goes, we say something and you run your mouth. It sounds like you're being a busybody. And Brian's like, it sounds like that. And then in his confessional, he's like, I don't even know what busybody means. What does that mean? I walk a lot?
He's so likable. You can't hate Brian. No matter how much he gossips and everything, you just cannot dislike him.
He legitimately, when Nicholas said it feels like you're a busybody, he's like, sounds like that. Because he did not know what that meant. Like, he's like, be cool, dude. Keep it together. Like, he's like, Brian, act like you know what he means.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, it does, doesn't it? And then by the confessional, he still hasn't looked it up. He's like, I don't even know what busybody means. Like, what does that mean? I walk a lot. This is like, it goes back to the earlier one when he's like, that's not very lawyer-like of you.
Right.
What?
In his
so
defense,
stupid.
I will say, if I didn't know what busybody meant and I had to guess, I'd be like, somebody that walks around a lot. Well, I would have guessed like someone that goes from person to person, but
Yeah, you would have put that together.
Yeah.
In context.
So, Brian, never mind. Sorry.
You tried, though. That was
tried.
cute that you tried.
I tried. I'm sorry, Brian.
Oh, my God. He's trying to explain. He's like, I'm trying to, like, bridge the gap. But then Nicholas is like, well, it just makes me not want to tell you things. But then that makes, no, Brian goes, I hope it doesn't make you not want to tell me things. And Nicholas goes, well, it does make me hesitant. And Brian's like, wait, like in the future? Genuinely shocked that this would affect Nicholas's opinion of him and Nicholas's trust in him. He's like, wait, do you think I would possibly break your trust and tell someone something? And then Nicholas goes, I can't tell if your eyes are watering because you're crying. Brian goes, no, I'm just drunk.
Right. We've been here a while now.
Oh my God. So yeah, that's the end of Holy. And then the next shot is at Brian's apartment and he's got nothing but camping furniture.
Jeez.
Oh God, just the visual of this. Like this kid is comedy.
It is the definition of a dude apartment. Like when you get your first apartment, that is exactly like I remember having to when I like got out of grad school, I moved to Indianapolis and I was staying there for a while. I had my friends. I was like everything was perfect, but it took so long for my furniture to get delivered. I had a futon in college that I got from Walmart. And I had worn that motherfucker down so much that it is literally, you'd be better off like making a pallet on the floor than sleeping on that futon. Yeah, it was, you can feel every rail and it was bad. And I had to sleep on that for God knows how long until that furniture, like it literally took the furniture probably a month and a half to come.
It's
was
like every
bad.
Single day you're like, ugh.
Yes. Back getting worse and worse and worse.
I was going to say, your poor back.
Yes, it was so bad. So, Brian, I get it, but also stop it. You're on TV.
He literally, I couldn't even tell what was the bed. Was it just like a sheet? I couldn't tell.
I think it was a pallet. Like, it was probably just a comforter on top. Probably the comforter was a base and then just a blanket on top, maybe.
It doesn't even look like there was actually a mattress or anything.
Right.
Like any kind of cushion of any kind.
Oh.
This scene was just about Anisha talking about how her boyfriend's going to meet her grandparents. That's all the scene was. And then the wedding scene, and I'm not kidding, I fast forwarded. I'm like, I can't take notes on this. We already watched 2 full episodes of you guys getting married.
Yes.
Am I really supposed to watch Amrit wed you?
Right.
Oh, that's not fair.
No.
Did anything interesting happen? I didn't even pay attention the first time I watched.
No, Amrit like stumbled over the names and then
I remember that part.
Yeah, that's about it.
Right?
That's literally about it.
That was what I thought. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Now we get to the date. I really didn't like Rishi already, but now I really, really don't like him.
He's so oblivious.
I think it's intentional. I'm honestly, I think it's intentional. I really
think it's
do.
Gaslighting at this point.
I think he's because like she has told you 1,000 times. Everyone around her dad told you. Anisha, Bali, and I'm sure other people have told you. You've had scenes upon scenes on camera where this topic has come up, and you have the gall to plan this whole romantic looking thing. And his thing is, it's been a rough couple weeks, so I figure this, this whole thing that would make me look good. This would make me look like a good boyfriend. I don't give a shit about how Monica really feels. This is to make me look like I am actually not a piece of shit.
Right.
Monica straight up thinks, obviously, this is a proposal because that's how it looks.
A fucking gondola ride? Are you kidding me?
And the shot that they've continuously used of him reaching for something, is that the ring? It's him grabbing a booze-free bottle of bubbles.
Ugh. I don't even know if this is worse or better than I predicted that he was going to reach and give her a promise ring. So I don't even know if this bottle of champagne is even better or worse. I don't know.
You did predict that.
Mm-hmm.
You did. And then they do like the kiss under the bridge. Listen, props to Martha, the gondola captain. She did all she could. She's like, she tried my best here, buddy. Like, this is the best I can do. But
Monica probably found out about this date ahead of time. She called Martha. She's like, now look, I'll be there tomorrow. We got to get this ball rolling. Like, I'm ready to the ring, the kids, the picket fence. You got to help me out here. Martha's saying all the right things. She's whispering sweet nothings. Rishi just will not pick it up.
And I'm telling you, he is doing this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
He's intentionally stringing her along now.
Yep.
And that shows a lack of respect for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I'm on board with this now.
She'll stick around. She'll deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And what was his line? Monica has always wanted to go to Venice, and Fort Lauderdale is like the Venice of Florida. Is that what he fucking said? Something like that.
Girl.
I can't. He's like, I got charcuterie. I got wine. I got a gondola.
Child.
And then the awkward end. The whole gondola ride was awkward. They also added music to make it awkward. Like, they do that.
They kept touching each other too, like but not like in a loving way. It was just like
rubbing.
It's like, what the fuck y'all doing? What is this?
And then the end of the gondola ride where Martha's like, how'd it go? Oh no, nothing. Okay, shit, sorry,
nothing.
I did my best, Monica. You
sorry.
And then Rishi has the gall. I mean, Kendrick, when I tell you, I almost threw my phone at the TV. You know that moment in Legally Blonde where she's eating chocolates and goes,
liar!
That was how I felt, because he goes, apparently everyone does this for a proposal, but Martha says a few people don't. We're one of the few.
How dense can you be?
That's mean.
God.
That's so mean. And so
it's one thing to say it in your confessional, but to say it to her, are you kidding me?
And then they're looking at pictures and she's like, I don't think I can post these because everyone's going to be like, was there a proposal? And he's like, oh, okay, then don't post them.
Wow.
I hate him.
Wowie.
I don't ever want them to get married. I want her to break up with him and find a tall Indian man who is a doctor.
6'4".
6'4". I want her to find that unicorn tall Indian man and be like, who?
Mm-hmm.
Because Rishi is playing her ass because he can.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's so dutiful. She's like, well, he says it'll happen eventually, so I just have to believe him.
Yep.
And at this point, have we even seen, like, them have fun? I rarely feel like is he even interesting? What is he, at least with Amrit and Nicholas and Richa and Vish, I can see the joy from time to time. Mm-hmm. And that's even saying a lot for Vish and Richa. But they will party and, like, they seem like they can laugh and stuff. But, like, Monica and Rishi, I'm like, I feel like they just look good together. That's what Noor said when she came on last week. They just look pretty. Like, they look like they fit together.
What is you said Rishi owns like clubs or something, didn't you?
She said that. She's the one who opened ours. Remember she was like, it was
That's right.
She's like, it was his restaurant. We were like, his restaurant? What? And then our eyes were open to the fact that he owns all these places, which also then adds to his player factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're the owner walking into an establishment, you know what I mean? That has a vibe.
Very Peter Thomas. Yes.
Oh, yeah. See?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we really sped through this episode. It's already over. This is our shortest recap of all time.
But this, you know what? Don't even feel bad, because this was one of those episodes where it was great to watch, but it's there's not a lot to actually like recap, because it's like you're watching Holy and like that's great to see and stuff, but it's not like a play-by-play thing.
Yeah, totally. That's how that's why I almost was like, should I skip this and just wait till next week? But I would never.
Right.
I would never, you guys.
That's like
The
some Housewives
riot.
episodes. Like I'll watch them. I'm like, that was a great episode, but then I'm like, how the fuck do I make content about this?
Oh.
Like, what do I do? I don't know what to do right now.
There were some Salt Lake City episodes where I would get done recapping and be like, I don't know what the hell you want me else to say. It's been 25
Right.
minutes. That's it. I'm like, I could keep talking about nothing.
Right. Like,
The next time, why are Monica and Brian in an improv class? Oh, because she wants to act.
Oh, that's
Duh.
right. Yeah. Bollywood.
Until I said that, I was like, I literally wrote improv class with three question marks, but then as it came out of my mouth. And Brian would go with her to an improv class.
Of course.
He's who I would take to an improv class too.
Absolutely. The ultimate hype
like,
man.
"Ooh," he's like, okay, I'll do whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
No judgment on himself whatsoever. Bali is going to be kicked out of her house, not in that dramatic of a fashion, obviously, but her mom clearly is like, this wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
She wants that couch back. So
she needs her place on the couch back. But Nicholas and Amrit are gonna fight.
Ooh.
And I'm ready. I'm ready for him because Nicholas says it right in front of the parents. It's not the parents' wedding, it's our wedding. And then Amrit's like, you're being so selfish right now. And I'm like, oh, that's rich coming from you.
You're right. Ooh, that's gonna be good. And they didn't say season finale, did they? So we still got more to come.
They didn't, but I don't trust the way they handle this show anymore.
Yeah, I don't trust it either.
I feel like they could start this episode and be like, tonight on the season finale. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
But I feel like we were gonna get 18 episodes, 16.
Oh, okay. That's still a lot. Okay.
I could have.
That's more than most New Jersey seasons now.
But I still feel like that's almost unnecessary.
Yeah.
Get to the wedding already. You know what I mean? How many more fights can they get into about this wedding?
Sure, enough to break up, but they didn't do that. So yeah, let's just let's get to it. Sheesh. Get to it, people.
That was said so organically. Enough to break up if they didn't already do that. This is Kendrick's third recording today.
Yes, I've had to.
In a row.
I got off work. Work was hell because it's been a meeting day because they had me in meetings.
Ugh.
Like from when I woke up to when I clocked out finally. I was in meetings all day. Had to lead some, had to just watch. It was a nightmare.
Oh, so you've been on like a Zoom situation all day long?
Yes. Microsoft Teams all day. Literally all day. Yeah.
Okay. On that note, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Okay. We are done for the
and
day.
it's icy here. Like it was sleeting. So like I can't order food. It's a whole nightmare.
You can't order because you don't want the drivers can't drive.
Right. They've just
that sucks.
Stupid Tennessee. I know.
Well,
now
what do you do?
Now I've got to cook. Who the hell wants to do that?
Much. That is
God.
that. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna order pizza.
Exactly. That's why I kept looking down. I was trying to order pizza, but then I was getting texts saying like I can't. Someone I was gonna eat with, they were like, I can't find anywhere to order from. I'm like, what do you mean? What is happening? What do you mean you can't find anywhere? And literally, I can't find anywhere to get food from.
Kendrick, know this. If you ever need to pause to figure your food out, I understand that more than anyone.
Can I tell you? It's so funny when I record with Bravo While Black because we all literally order our food before we go start recording and then we go. And Aaron will literally be like, all right, y'all. I'll know when like his food is there because he starts wrapping up. He's like, oh shit, I got 5 more minutes, y'all. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
He's like, okay, so that's about it. We are done for the night.
Yep.
That really sucks. I feel bad you have to cook. Well,
I know.
First world problems, I guess.
Right. Exactly.
First world problems. All right. Well, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, all of the places. I'm Reality and Comics 2 with Kendrick Tucker. Okay, search the name, search all of that. Follow me on Instagram at Reality Comics 2. That's TOO. Come for the podcast, stay for the memes.
All right, guys. Love you, mean it. Mwah. Bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, would you mind leaving me a 5-star rating and review on whatever platform you are listening? If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget there's the super thanks option down at the bottom, the little button with the $sign and the heart. And also I'm on buymeacoffee.com/SheSpeaksBravo if you want to buy me a little coffee or 2 or 5. And my Patreon, that is where I'm covering all of the classic Bravo jams. If you want to follow me over there and subscribe, link is in the description. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at She Speaks Bravo. And whoever the guest was for today, all their information is always in the episode description. So if you want to follow them and check them out, check there for the info. And any of the sponsor codes that I mentioned in this episode will also be in the description. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.